When starting to play Jujutsu Shenanigans, it may be difficult to learn without help. In this video, I will teach you the very basics of Jujutsu Shenanigans. When you load into JJS for the first time, it may be confusing as you have a few menus that pop up. The first menu is a sort of introduction to the game's systems. If you want to, you can read through it, though it isn't necessary because I'm going to talk about almost everything in it. Another menu you will see is a TOS or Terms of Service menu that tells you how you are expected to act in the game. If you want to continue, you can close the menu or agree to the terms. Neither really have any effect in your gameplay. Once done with all the menus, you can begin to play the game. There are a relatively large amount of unique characters in the game, but when loading into the game for the first time, you will have automatically selected the honored one. Feel free to change your character to wherever you think would be the most fun, but it may complicate some of the learning processes for some characters, like Head of Hay, Disaster Plants, and True Cannon, for they have different M1s and or dashes. I will show you the other characters later on in a separate video if I get to it. And you can change your characters. It's super simple. It's in the top left area of your screen, the characters tab. You click it, and then you can pick through any of these 19 characters. Alright. Every character. Nope, go. Every character can walk, run, jump, parkour, and dash. Like in most other games, the controls for walking are W, A, S, and D. Since it is likely your first time playing JJS, you should have auto run turned on by default. What auto run does is it makes it so if you're facing forward and you hold W, you'll begin to sprint. I'll show you right here. I have it on right now. So if I just hold W, I'll sprint. If I didn't have it on, I'm going to go there real quick. Then this is what holding W would look like. You can also run it at an angle if you hold W and A and W and D. If auto run is turned off, you'll have to press W twice to sprint. If you want to jump, then press the spacebar. Every character in the game can dash, however one that has a twist on his dash is Scenario. What a dash is it basically just a large burst of speed for a short time in a given direction. There are two types of dashes, that being front dashes, like that. A front dash pushes you forward a rather large distance with an attack at the end. If you miss the dash, you'll be stuck in place for a short amount of time, just about less than half a second. If the dash attack hits, then you can begin a combo on the person you hit, if you wish, of course. A side dash is a fast movement to either side, like that, or even back. This is considered a side dash. M1 trading. The last dash is called an evasive. It is used to escape combos, something that all characters have access to. So I'm going to show you what a evasive does. It can be used when ragdolled. So when you hit your fourth M1, you get ragdolled. If you evasive out of it, you can get up out of the ragdoll early. Your evasive does not come back until you've been hit enough times to fill up this little bar to the left of your special bar all the way. You can fill it up by getting attacked and stuff. Something that all characters have access to is a tool that is good for making distance in fights or closing gaps, that being parkour. The first of three aspects of parkour is rolling. This happens when you jump from the height of a trash can and press the jump button just as or before you land on the ground. I'll show you what that looks like. It can be used to gain pretty substantial amount of distance. However, certain characters don't need environmental factors to roll, such as Vessel, which I will show you. For Vessel, you can roll manually by pressing space, your first or second ability, your R special, and pressing space again. So, like that. Oh, nope, go. The second key aspect of parkour is vaulting. You can vault simply by walking into a surface as long as it's taller than the barrier in the cafe, i.e. this one. Oh, it's kind of buggy. is this is about like half a stud taller on this side than that side. So it needs to be taller than this, because you can't parkour over it right here, but you can right here. And it has to be shorter than the tallest part of these chairs. You can technically vault in the chairs, but it doesn't do anything. Or you could vault like from the side if you get the angle right. But you cannot vault the chairs in their tallest part, because it's taller than your character. I'm not sure about Maharaga though, because he is, pretty big. He is like better parkour. The last and objectively most important part of parkour is wall running. You can wall running by walking into a wall, holding jump, turn about 45 degrees from the wall on either side, and holding the button that would push you closer into the wall. So we're going to walk into the wall, turn about 45 degrees, hold jump, and then the button that pushes us closer into the wall. You can wall run, I guess, 3 times for him to touch the ground again, because you like run out of charges or something. I can't do it more than 3 times. You cannot do it more than 3 times. See if like I even do oh, well I guess it doesn't work like that, but oh, that should be good. No? Wow, I'm just too good at parkour. Wow. Yeah, you can't do it more than 3 times in any given instance. The next major aspect of JJS is M1 trading. For the sake of my poor hands writing the scripts, I didn't dive too much into it, like too much detail. But at an M1 trade, if you really want to learn more about M1 trading, I'll make a video about it in the future. But for now, I'll just try and link a video that I like to watch. Taught me pretty well. The first aspect of M1 trading is the M1s themselves. M1s are attacks that every character has. Few characters have unique M1s, like Hanami, who only has one M1, and Naoya, who doesn't get the knockback effect. Technically, Mahito has 2 variations for his M1s using his R special, but doesn't really count. Every character, just about, except for like Naoya and not Nanami. Wait, it is Nanami. Ugh. Every character has 4 M1s. The first 2 deal 3 damage each, totaling to 6, and then the last 2 deal 4 each, totaling to about 14. The last M1 has a knockback effect and a ragdoll effect. I'll show you what a ragdoll effect is. A ragdoll effect is when they're, ragdolled on the floor. The knockback effect is just as apparent. He gets pushed back a pretty substantial distance. Also, don't mention the dash distance is like the exact same. The dash distance is perfect after pushing someone away. I do want to mention too that each M1 can stun an opponent, preventing them from attacking you, except for Nanami in the next update because of the blue frames. So if you attack an opponent, watch this like little green box right here. See how it turns red? They can't do anything. Like, they can't do anything for that period. Like, they're just completely stuck. Couldn't even evasive until the ragdoll too, which is pretty cool. There are also 2 kinds of variants for M1s, that being the uppercut and the down slam. Uppercut launches a target straight up in the air before descending in a ragdoll to the ground where they were. The uppercut can be performed by holding jump while doing your M1s, as in launches him exactly where he was. Look about like right here in that stud he's standing on. Well, of course, technically not really, because he gets pushed forward, but you get the idea. The down slam is performed by doing 3 M1s, jumping, and then doing the last one, as I will demonstrate. This puts the opponent in a ragdoll exactly where they are. The next portion of M1 trading that is just as, if not more important than the M1s themselves, is blocking. You can block a very large pool of attacks, negating or reducing their damage. You can block by holding the F button. I'm pretty sure it's X on controller. I don't know. I played controller. Every character has 4 special abilities, each of them being unique to their kit. Every character has specials or special abilities that give them buffs during combat. Another thing characters have is an ultimate. An ultimate is unlocked when you deal enough damage to other characters, including the dummy inside the cafe. An ultimate is different for each character. It gives some, like entirely new movesets, while it gives others a win condition even if they die. Your time in an ultimate moveset is limited, so be careful how you use it. That's just about all you'll need to know to play JJS to a certain extent, and a pretty good one at that. So try new characters and look up tutorials for them if you want to. Remember, experience is almost always better than instructions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.